Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 13 on the Piney Acres Empty Pockets Challenge. As you can see, episode 13. Wait a minute, let me just let that sink in for a minute. Episode 13 already. Woohoo! So as you can see up in the right-hand corner, we have moved ahead by 2 months. I took a few days off from videos, so my apologies for that. I just got super busy in life, and you guys know how that works. So took off a few days, and happy Monday to you guys all. But as you can see, we are 2 months ahead of where we were. We are in June, and we played through June and July, and I will show you to keep you where we're at. We were at 24 hours. I played 4 hours off camera, so we are now at 28 hours and 7 minutes. We have now cut 2,500 trees. I cut 600. We were at 1,900 last time. Oh, actually, we were at 2,100. I'm sorry. Now I've cut 400 trees. So 2,500 trees, and we're ready to go. So this episode, we got something really cool. I'll show you guys. We got something really cool. But first, we're going to sell some wheat. We're going to sell some eggs. Next month in September, we will then be bumped up to another 800. We'll be at 800 chickens, I do believe. Yep, let's see here. Yep, next month. And we will have 800 chickens. And then the month after, well, maybe 2 months. So that's 60%. Yeah, maybe 2 months. Then we'll have, we'll be at 400 sheep. So it's rocking and rolling. We are gaining some animals quickly. We went ahead, as you can see. Oh, I always do this and I always forget too. It's going to be like I promised you guys, since we're going every other day now, it will be a little bit longer video. So it's going to be about an hour video tonight. So let me get you up in the air here. As you can see where we left off, we are now planted in sorghum right here. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. We got this all done. I terraformed it down a little bit. Got it kind of smoothed out. We went ahead and got some of these trees done. I'm going to work my way up this way and get it at least even with this right here. But I'll get you guys up. Look how many trees, 2,500 trees was. We are rocking and rolling. Now, here's the fun part, and then we're going to sell some wheat. As you can see, I started going that way with my road, and I realized that was a mistake, because where we are on the map, it was a mistake. See, I was trying to go straight. It's easier to show you here. It's easier to show you here. I was going to go straight. I started here. I started clearing it. I got all the way down here, and then when I got to about here, I ran into this big mountain, which was a pain in the butt. And then I ran this way, and I got all the way to here, and I had to go all the way around here. So what we did instead is we went straight through here. We cut our road in here, and we got it all done. This little road here, it's very narrow at first. We can expand on it, but it'll allow us to get over to, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to do some mining. We're going to buy ourselves a semi-truck. We're going to buy ourselves a flatbed. And we're going to buy ourselves a dozer. And no, we're not going to buy a semi-truck. We're going to buy a pup trailer. But maybe, because I have to get the, otherwise the dozer takes like, it only goes like 7 miles an hour. Give you guys a chance. Let's get down here, because I showed you before that when you're flying, you don't have any hit markers on the trees. So we come around here, and then we go straight down here. Boom, 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 and we kind of zigzag this way, and zigzag this way. And we go here, and here is our rock pile. We finally made it here. I want to see if we can eventually clear this out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get at least lease a load loader, because if I don't, then that dozer only goes like 7 or 8 miles an hour. It'll take us forever to get here. Here we go. Get down here so we don't have to kill it. But look how the beautiful light shines off these trees. What a fantastic job this person's poor boy modding did on this. Yeah, it's like we took a left at Albuquerque. That's what I was saying when I was doing it. I was like, hey, it was. And then I drove this thing, because you know I'm using the Brucks now. My little tractor that I use goes 38 miles an hour, and it still takes forever. This map is like, for a 2x map, is absolutely huge. It feels huge anyways. But I'll show you real quick, and then we'll get busy doing some work. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome, and I'm doing fantastic as usual. Look at our little farm, how much is expanded. It's pretty cool. You can see right here, I did my road. I went ahead and had to repaint grass, and I started here, and then I got all the way down here, and I thought, okay, let me try the hill. And we went up the little baby hill here, which is not a it's not a baby hill at all. It's a massive hill, and I'll show you how steep it is. Get out here like this. I cleared all these with the chainsaw. Look at, hello. That's crazy. So, and then I went this way. And I thought, okay, we'll just turn here. We'll make another right at Albuquerque. I got about here, and I realized that didn't work. That didn't work. Because look at all the hills we got to go through. So that's why I changed it around. And it didn't hurt anything. So what I did is just repainted grass on so that these can be, whether we want to go fields or we want to just clear them out, it doesn't matter. I talked about last episode that I was going to possibly not have another field, but I may make one more field so that we can at least harvest, then grass, then harvest, then grass, and we can go back and forth. So we're not doing grass work all the time. So we're going to sell our wool first. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to mow this field right here. I think actually both of these fields might be ready. This one's ready to harvest. And this one's ready to harvest. So let's go ahead and we'll sell our wool and stuff. We'll mow this baby field right here, which is kind of small but kind of big at the same time. Get it picked up, get it put into the sheep pen. Then we'll go over and get set up with our mining. So without further ado, let's get going. I really urge you guys to go check out some other content creators. Make sure you guys are checking out. I'm sorry, I had a walnut stuck into my teeth and I had to get it out. I recommend you guys really go check out guys like Big A, Fanham Gaming, Russell channel, Russell Whitlock. He's doing a series on, he did a very informative thing on pumps and hoses today, which was amazing. I really got into it. And a really good friend of the channel, Empty Pockets. Make sure you guys are checking him out. He's got a couple series going and I watch every one of them faithfully. He's a great content creator. All of those guys are great content creators. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Let's get out of the air here. Get busy. I tend to forget where I'm going here sometimes. But it's really helping me going every other day. At least now. Like when I first start a series, I always get like, I don't know, 10, 15 episodes into it, and I start getting a little bit more burned out, especially when it's like every day. Because you got to remember, those first 12 episodes were every single day. It was 12 days in a row that we put out videos. So you get to the point where you're like, okay, I need a break. So it wasn't anything major, just was like, oh, it was nice. It was nice not to have to record tonight. You know what I mean? So look at all the wool we've made in 2 months. We're actually going to be selling this. That like that, turn this on and start loading this up. Bang. And then we will come over here and we will grab our eggs, all auto load at the same time. Really like this truck. Now we're going to turn the auto load off. Watch this, and the straps come on automatically. So like how you see how it separates it too. I got 11,000 wool and I've got 3,000 eggs. I love it. And this little tractor, or this little truck, has been a staple of mine for a long time. Pretty cool. And then we'll come mow this and then we'll do some mining. Like I said, settle in, make yourself a sandwich, make yourself a drink, or a soda pop, or whatever you're drinking for tonight, and just come in and enjoy the day. We're gonna do a little bit longer videos, like I said. I really enjoy some of the advice that people are giving, but I doing things a certain way. We've had people request, well, if you're going to do 2 days and whatever, then do this, and I love look at that, $12,455 we just made. Awesome. I love the fact that you guys are so into it, but I can't show every waking minute. I have to point that out. I can't show every single thing, otherwise I get nothing done. Yes, I mean I could, and there's many content creators that do that. But for me, being that there's 90,000 trees in this map, we have to do a lot of cutting off camera. We have to. Otherwise, in about 3 episodes, I can guarantee you guys, you will get so bored of watching me just cut trees. It's almost like I was telling Vanham Gaming the other day when I was watching his stream. It's literally like Groundhog Day. It's like cut trees, sell the wood chips. Cut trees, sell the wood chips. Cut trees, sell the wood chips. So now we're going to go down to our big M. Right here, and we're gonna get it set up, and we're gonna mow that big hilly field that you guys watched us struggle seeding. We had to buy like 3 different tractors to do it. So yeah, but it would, if you, I can tell you from experience of a lot of content creators that I've watched over my time in Farm Sim. And remember, I started playing Farm Sim in FS11. So I've been playing Farm Sim for a long time. I started making videos at the tail end of 17, beginning of 19. So I've been making videos on YouTube for about 4 years now. I've seen content creators that do that, and they show every waking minute, and they show everything on camera. And after a while, people they kind of tune out. So now this is a 500 and something horsepower tractor, and it still struggles. But once we get this first headland done, she'll still go up at 5 miles an hour. But once we get this first headland done, then it'll zip right around. I'm not going to get a much bigger. We have a 435 horsepower tractor right now. We don't need much more. Now, I did terraform the living crap out of this to make it somewhat workable. It was really bad. But remember, it's a logging map. It's not supposed to be made for farming. It's supposed to be making, make yourself a farm and everything like that. But it does have plenty of flat spots, as you can see. All that section there is pretty much predominantly fat. That's flat. Flat. And there's lots of areas. You'll see as we start cutting trees. There's tons and tons and tons of flat areas on this map. So there's lots of areas to build your own farm. But sections like this are meant just to get in here with a harvester and challenge yourself to cut down the trees, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. There's going to come a time. I made a promise to my wife yesterday that there's going to come a time when I really legitimately buckle down and I take the tree harvester and I absolutely make myself a series where I can use just the tree harvester. But everybody knows Fury. I get to the point where I get these big, huge challenges in my head, and I pick a map with like 90,000 trees on it, and I get overwhelmed. And you start cutting down the harvester, and the people who do logging maps like Empty Pockets, they do it for a living, basically. They get to the point where that's what they do, and they cut them down with a harvester. FDR logging, all those guys. Empty Pockets is a big one, and like he was saying today in his video, I'm recording this a little bit earlier today. I watched his actual video, episode like 134, I think it was, on he's on the 100 million challenge, and he was complaining about how slow FDR's equipment was, which is pretty funny. I was just chuckling because I know the first thing I do is edit the mod I want. If the mod's good, I fix it. Like I edit it the way I want it. So there we go, 2 headlands. You see how now I'm making really good progress. But I bet you dimes don't, because the first time I mowed this, it was with the map grass. It was kind of like the crappy with all the shrubbery and stuff in it. So I went ahead and this one's actually grass. So we should get a decent yield. I'm guessing at least 125,000 liters. My goal is to fill that pen before we get the full sheeps. That way we can start right off the map. So there we go. Perfect. Now you can see this little thing. It is steep, and it's only the one headland that you got to worry about. Everything else is pretty much business as usual. But man, what an endeavor. I buckle down. I want to take care of that. I want to get to Fs22, and I think I'm starting to find my way as far as length of videos, as far as when I put out the videos. I really enjoy both styles. I really enjoy putting out short ones and long ones. I really enjoy doing logging maps, and I really enjoy doing the farming maps. I prefer to do the clear the map and make my own farm and all that stuff, because with the way I mod and everything, it just is so much easier for me to just make my own. I can bring in my own equipment. I don't have to worry about it. But I do enjoy also the built maps, like the UK maps. And I'm really thinking strongly that come Fs22, if one of the first maps that drops is an Oxygen David map, I'm going to pick that one and stay on it for the duration of my time. Hopefully it doesn't need too many updates, because Oxygen David is notorious for having many updates on his maps, and it's frustrating when you get 25. Like right now we're almost 25 hours into this map, and Big A and I were talking about it the one day. It's like when you reach to be 100 hours on a map, you spent some serious time. Because remember, guys and gals, we're only recording for an hour at a time. Okay, so and we're at 25 hours, and even though it's 25 hours and I've only put out 12 episodes, I record for an hour, sometimes I record for 20 minutes, but realistically it's been about 10 to 11 hours worth of record time. There's that. But the rest of it's been playing off camera. So when you get to the point where you're at 100 hours on a map, you've accomplished something. And there's several maps out there that I've been on for thousands of hours. With my, like I talked about last episode, when I go back and forth between, I find a map that I really like, and I will go back to it several times. It's just because I'm a feel type of guy. I like to feel the like a map has to be felt. It's weird. It's hard to explain. It definitely puts me in a niche category where, you know, a lot of people will just play the maps the way they are, and oh, not that one, this one. A lot of people will just play the maps the way they are and deal with it. I have to feel a map, and if I feel a map, then I usually stay on it. And those are the series that I stay on for a really long time. And that's it. I just that's me in a nutshell. If I don't feel a map, I've had delusions of grandeur lots of times where I got on a map and I started it and I thought, oh, this map feels good, and I'm driving around and I get like 2 episodes in and I'm like, I don't feel this map. You can always tell your boy Fury's favorite maps when it comes to how long I'm on them. If I'm on a map any longer than 10 episodes, it's a map I really enjoy. And I think the reason that I really enjoy the do-it-yourself maps is because, like logging especially, even though it's tedious, and even though I use the Brux a lot of times, I use those cheaty mods and things like that. That's not saying and not above the truth. It's absolutely the truth. It gives me something to do every month, and if I don't have a major goal, I found out this is what happens with me. If I don't have like a massive, first of all, this open air garden is huge. Every time I drive by it, I'm like, wow. It's like a wow. Sorry, I got sidetracked. If I don't have serious goals that I can stick to, like what happened when I was on Stevie's map, absolutely had a blast on it for about 10 episodes, but then it got to the point where the fields were so massive that I couldn't even keep up. I was like, all right, it's going to take me, like, the first field that I actually officially bought was like 200 acres. I'm like, okay, this could be a problem. You know what I mean? And as a content creator, we want to pick and choose. Boy, I tell you, that slip mod, you can see my tires. Look at that. That's great. It is, seriously, first of all, in real life, you would not drive a tractor on that steep of a land. And then you could, but you'd have to literally, it would flip over behind you. It would flip over. It would lose all its grip on the front tires, and it would just flip over backwards. That'd be a death wish to do that. So this incline here would be about as much you go, and I'd be doing it the way I'm doing it right now. But that steep section over there is crazy. So might terraform that a little bit more. But anyways, yeah, so, you know, you can tell whenever, you know, your boy Fury is on a map any length of time if I really enjoy it. You know, like when I start getting 30, 40, 50 episodes, like Backcountry, one of my all-time favorite maps. I got, I had 14 or 15,000 trees that I cut down, majority of them with the harvester, for real, and then I was going back and forth. The only reason I switched off the harvester on that map was because the trees were so large. Like, you know, like these ones are like 36 meters, right? Those ones were like 46. They were like custom trees. They were absolutely massive. So when you cut them with the harvester, they would tip over and go into the ground and stick into the ground. But if I used the Brux or if I cut them with a chainsaw, it didn't do it. So it was pretty weird. But I still struck it out to get, I think we were episode 40 or 41. And I remember I was building the town. I was going in depth with building the town. And that was the one where we started at 28-day months and we ended up going to 1-day months. So it's fascinating to me. But I made it a long ways on that one. Remember I had it, well, in fact, to be truthful, I had a full year of harvesting sugarcane. Because we started out where I planted everything with the first crops, and I think it was wheat I think I put in first. We harvested the wheat, which we had to let it grow. We got it to get the first one. We got to harvest that, or maybe it was oats. I can't remember. My brain don't even remember yesterday, let alone what I exactly planted. I'm kind of surmising it. But Then we went to planting every field, and I think I had like 9 fields, and they were all, well, no, I had 7 or 8 or 9. I can't remember now, to be honest with you. But we had at least, I would say at least 7. And I switched to sugarcane, and I let all the sugarcane come due at the same time. And then I had that special harvester. Remember the case that was edited to be able to harvest sugarcane at a super fast rate? So I not only went through 2 harvests completely, 3 harvests, because then I planted regular crops after that, and I harvested them as well. So that series was pretty cool because we got 14,000 trees. I think we hit 14,000. And we were flattening the map. Remember, we had to flap, and I had we had to flatten it, and I had legitimately probably about a quarter of the map completely done. But there was that map at 4x is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of trees, absolutely custom trees at that. So that map can't be played unless you have a pretty powerful computer, because it is absolutely insane. Like, you cut 100 trees down, it doesn't even done it. At least on this map, if you do 100 trees, it feels like you've moved a little bit. Even if it's only a couple inches, you still moved. But my problem is that I really like maps where there's a lot of trees. It gives you that project to do every single day. Okay, got to cut another 100 trees, got to cut another 200 trees, got to cut another, so on and so forth. And I think that's what draws me to the build your own maps. I don't like maps that are blank maps, like building your own on like American, whatever that is, American farming, where it's literally just an entire map of grass. That to me is boring, because I can just as soon mow the entire field or the entire map of grass and then I'd call it a day. And I don't want to do that. I want to farm it. You could probably make it as easy, but the one thing that I have not done on Fs22, which I've done predominantly like a lot, and I mean a lot, as Rodney Carrington would say, one of my favorite comedians, a lot. I used to plant fields of trees on FS15, and then in 17, you would, if you started on a logging map, you would do logging, and then you would replace the trees, planting them. Oh my gosh, the money is ridiculous, but on the same token, it gave you something to go for. We were doing, my son and I on FS17, were doing a map from Goldcrest. It was Goldcrest Valley original, and somebody turned it into a complete logging map. And my son and I were on it. I think it was called Pine something. It might have, yeah, this is Piney Acres. It might have been called Pine. I know it was Pine something, but there was hundreds and hundreds of thousands of trees. Because remember, my son and I were doing that map together, literally, and we were cutting. Like, I just remember getting into the tree harvester and for hours upon hours, just cutting trees. And we still, there were so many trees on it that I got lag on my computer. And I never get lag. Well, I don't say never, because I do get every once in a while. If I'm playing like multiplayer, I'll get the rubber banding effect, which we all get. I think it's multiplayer. But yeah, I just remember just getting in there and cutting and cutting and cutting, and we didn't even come close to clearing the map. We gave up. And then the other map we were doing together was Westbridge Hills. That was one of the 2 that we did. That was before I really got into, okay, so 142,000 off this. We're going to dump this into the sheep pen. We're going to roll this, and then we're going to go and see if we can get our equipment over to the mine. That way we've completed at least one field, as we always did. And then I will come back. Like I said, we're in August now. I'll finish August. I'll do September, and we will come back after our hours up tonight. We will come back in October, which is pretty cool. And then it gives you guys a chance to start really jump cutting ahead. Because I never have liked doing time-lapsing. I did do them for a while there. Yukon Valley, I did them a lot of places when I was super busy and I didn't have a lot of time to record videos. But predominantly, I enjoy coming and talking to you guys. Okay, so let's see. All right, so food-wise, we got 591,000, and it only takes 10,000 a month. So that's 590 months. It's like we could just let them go for like, oh, look, they're starting to make more. We could let them go for a long time. And 590 months, and there's only 12 months in a year. That's a lot of years worth of feed to feed those 200 sheep. Now, I'm hoping when I get 25,000, it starts using quite a bit of it. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to mow very much because what's going to be the sense of it? Like, I've put that much in there and look at 591 and it's like, I think the description says it holds like 30 million. It's actually insane. Just crazy. All right, roller. Got to stay focused, Fury. Stay focused. Stay focused. And then I do know that when we get at least 1,000 chickens, and that holds 25,000, we then start making a lot of pallets. And I know that when we get the 25,000, if you guys want, hint, hint, a little shameless plug, go back and watch my Oceanside Forest, or not Forest, Oceanside, yeah, I think it's Oceanside Forest. Go back and watch them episodes where I was doing it's called the Chicken Odyssey. That was the series I was doing. Go check that out because at 25,000, they make literally 25 to 30 pallets of eggs every single month. So I was making, at one point, I was making well over $5 million a day between the logging, the wood chipping that I was doing, farming, as well as all my chickens. I was making so much money. It was absolutely insane. Now you can see what this does now. This will give this a full fertilizer state. And then we're right back on it. See how we say 0 there, or 50? We go over here, and that says 100 now. And I don't know why it says rolling, because, I mean, maybe it's because I didn't roll it, but I'm rolling it now, so you would think it would give me a rolled state, wouldn't it? It's crazy. I remember back in FS15 when the rolling came out. Before that, when it was like FS13 and all of FS15, we didn't have rollers in the game. We didn't have any of that stuff, so it's crazy. Big steep hill. Yeah, this would be so... You would flip the tractor so fast. You would say, please, Daddy, right on your hood. you'd be dumping it. But we did get another grass field in here, even though it's like kind of steep on this one end here. Once we get past the headland, if you notice with most of the tractors, with most of the stuff that I use, once you get past this first initial, and I think I'll come in and I'll terraform it. Once we get the trees done up a little ways more, I'll terraform it down and see. But it is going to stay steep. It is. I mean, I can come in and flatten it and go right to the edge of the map with it. But I don't want to do that. That's not fun. I already did that. Been there, done that. Turn the page. That's pretty cool. 30 minutes already, and we've got one field done, into the sheep pen fed, and we're almost rolled already. And then we will go start taking our equipment down to the mine site. Hopefully get at least one load in there. So, yeah, smooth. We're gonna, hopefully we have enough money to buy the Mack truck, semi, and the mod that I put in here, I got the Mack thing, and I'm gonna take and get a flatbed with it. And the only reason, and then we don't even need to buy the flatbed, we only need to really lease it. Because we can lease it to get our bulldozer up there, and then once it's up there, it can stay. It's going to stay in the mine, so we don't need to bring that back and forth, and then we can just buy a pup trailer. We don't even need to buy a truck. We can just lease them, just to get the equipment up there. I'll buy the dozer, and then I'll, you guys have seen it on Vintage Oaks. I like it. It holds 10,000 liters in the bucket, and our truck holds 20,000, so it's literally 2 loads, and we can bring it back. Then we've got to find a section somewhere over in this by the farm here where we can put our lime machine. Start putting it in it. But see how there's like always stuff to do, and it makes it fun. You feel like you're always working. And this is the hardest I've struggled with money. And I think it's because I keep buying stuff. this thing, but I still have over $300, almost $400,000, and one more load of wood chips will put me up to about four. Well, yeah, it'd be 497, and that'd be over 500. So, because I'm getting about 120,000 for a million, or for 2 million liters or 3 million liters, something like that. Can't remember what I get. There we go, and there we go. Look at us go, rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Name that song, guys. You don't. It's from the Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Water. That's the name of the album. For those of you who know it, you would be a little older because it came out in the early 90s to mid 90s. And it was prevalent through, well, it was more, I think it was more like late. Like I said, I always tell you guys, I always have a disclaimer. Don't quote me on dates. I'm not good with dates on tractors. I'm not good with dates on equipment because I don't pay attention to that stuff. I use this stuff like Russell is finally learning. And he's always done it, but he's finally learning that you can put yourself on a specific game plan and say, I'm only going to have 80s tractors. And then you come across one, Russell's using the Steyr tractor, because I forgot to send him my edited version. I forgot, and all of a sudden he puts out a video with one, so he was able to find the original link, which is good. But I forgot. It's, and I apologize for that, Russ. I just got busy. Seriously. But he was talking about that in his video where he was like, I know that this came out in the 90s and we have an 80s farm, and he said, I don't care because this is what I want to play with. And that's why I like the guy. Everybody who I watch and stuff like that, they do things the way they want on channel. That's why I said when I started the video and I was talking about I enjoy everybody coming on sometimes and saying, hey, do it this way, hey, do it this way. But ultimately, I always do things for you guys, but I always put myself in your guys' shoes and say, all right, if I was watching this content creator, what is he doing that would keep me to come back? And a lot of it was, there was many of you who came for the realistic stuff, but the vast majority of you guys stuff just like me to come in and tell stories and talk about that, have trivia, and just kind of talk about everything under the sun, kind of explain it. My hardcore guys that are on my channel, they really love the realistic stuff, and they love me coming in and teaching all that stuff, but they always know they can just ask me. They can ask me a question whenever they want, and I'll tell them the truth. I'll tell them what's going on, why I do it, but I would try to explain to you guys why. Like, to me, I know this rolling thing is huge in the UK. I know they do it all the time, but here in the States, we don't do, well, at least in my neck of the woods in the upper East Coast, we don't roll. Not our meadows. We'll spread manure and slurry on them, and that's it. We'll have them tested, but generally speaking, we don't even spread lime on them. We just let them grow, and that's it. Now, we can, when it comes time, we can upgrade the roller. We can upgrade everything. We have the freedom to do all that stuff. I could have used Courseplay on this. But you guys know, for me, I don't like using Courseplay because I think it, for me, and this is, like I said, this is just my little baby brain's opinion. And my opinion means absolutely nothing in this world. I mean, it means a lot to me, but it doesn't change the world. It's not like I'm a super famous guy and coming in here and this is my opinion and this is how I think it should happen. Do I say that? Yeah, because we all have delusions of grandeur. I come across sometimes and say, oh my gosh, this is the way to do it. But when it comes to farming, I realize that there's lots and lots and lots of different ways. And every farmer on the planet has their way to do things and their method of doing things and why they do it, and they believe that theirs is the only way, and that's it. I can't believe you're not doing it this way. I can't believe you're not doing it this way. I've had many a farmer do it, tell me that in real life. You know, why are you guys doing it this way on your farm? Well, because that's the way we do it. You know what I mean? I approach content creating the same way that I approach farming in real life. I literally enjoy just talking about what I'm doing and things like that. Like, what was it today? We were talking about, I bought a GoPro, and I've been trying to, let's see if I can go down on this and get it. Yes. Who the man? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we went to the store with my granddaughter today, and we were talking to her about, you know, where she wants to go to college and what she wants to do with her life and what she's moving on. You know how grandparents are. We just do all that stuff. And she got talking about how she wants to go into communications, or she wants to go into the science department. There's so many, like, her little brain just works amazingly. It just, you're constantly always trying to do better, and that's what we want from our youth, in my opinion. And like I said, it's just my baby opinion. But anyways, what I went on with this story was the reason I don't like using Courseplay is, in my opinion, like I said, it's just my opinion, and absolutely take it with a grain of salt. It takes away from the farm sim experience when you are when you're letting everything automated do it for you. Is there a time and a place for it? Like the guys that I watch, like your Big A's and your Russells and your Van Ham Gamings, they absolutely use Courseplay all the time, but they don't use it annoyingly. Like it's not like they're doing nonstop like Courseplay every field. They just don't. They're constantly do things hit and miss, and that's why I like them. But to me, and like I said, it's just my personal opinion, means absolutely nothing in this world. I would prefer to do everything myself. So we're gonna take this guy right here, the Max truck. Grab a pup trailer on the end of it. Oh man, what a great sounding truck. And then we're gonna lease a pickup truck or a semi truck and a flatbed, and we'll buy the dozer. And then when we get it over to there, we'll take care of it. Ooh, the Jake brakes is like really cool. Isn't that neat? It's like the door slamming on my garage. Where are we? Trailers. I had to throw that in there. Yeah, trailers up here. Come on, Fury. We're going to go to the Mac Pack, which is right in here somewhere, right here. We're going to buy this thing right here, which holds 20. So now we'll be able to fit 40,000 liters coming back. What's this? A little wider tires, all right. And we're going to go a John Deere color, and we're going to go design color. We're going to leave that. Let's see what yellow looks like. Yeah, it looks better. And rim color. Here we go. I'm going to buy that, and we're going to take this over to our thing. All right. So then, now what we're going to buy is our dozer. So we're going to go to FS Miner. We could use this thing here. We could use this if we wanted to, which we may upgrade. Let's today just buy this one. And as you can see by the price, I've edited it. It was normally I think it was normally like 150,000. Fury don't pay that much for that stuff. Now this I have not touched. That's how much it is, and it's made by the same person, so he likes to have his mods the same way. Let's start with this. Okay? And we've all seen this work before. I've edited this and kind of worked on it myself, and so now if you see what it used to clip a lot and go right to the ground with it, and it doesn't hurt anything, and the wheels are pretty good. So good. FS Miner does amazing work. I didn't have to touch hardly anything on it. He did all his work, but I also don't complain either, because I don't. He's modding for himself. Actually, this is 11 miles an hour. We could technically just drive this over. Yeah, we could. We could. It might take a while, but we ain't got none but time anyways. Where's my... there we go. All right, let's take this over to our thing. And yeah, that goes 11 miles. I thought it was only like 5 miles an hour. I forgot I edited it to 11. So we'll just kind of drive it nice and slow and try to get a couple loads. Where do we want to put our lime? Do we want to put our lime and the coconut over by all the other little factories we got going on here? Do we? I think we do. Do we? I mean, we could make a lime with the Omatanas thing, with stone and water, which actually, let's see, because I could put water in that machine. Let's do this, and where am I here? There we go. I just want to see where the Omatana is right here, what it takes to make lime. Lime is water and that, but I don't want to do that. Even though we already have it, I want that just to be my seed factory. So let's go. Shh, let's go. Oh yeah, factories. And we go production. I want to buy the actual lime machine. And right here. And there is a mod. Somebody took this very mod right here, right? And they took it and they made it where it takes dirt and turns it into stone. which is pretty epic if you ask me. So let's get this up here in the gray area. Let's do it right here. Actually, you know what? We can do it right here. We don't need that section, although we do have our water machine. Because we use the water for that, so technically I could use that to make line, but I want this. Let's get this right here, shebang. There. And now we'll take this and this and this, and we'll make this all the way around here. This here, this here, this here. Get rid of some of the green. Get rid of some of the green. And I can let off the finger, can let off the button there for you. You could stop anytime. There. So, now we'll go in here and we will activate this, but we're going to sell the rock powder. There we go, and we're going to store everything else. So if we put 40,000 liters in, it's going to make us 20,000 liters of lime. Let's take this over, and we'll come back and grab our thing. So isn't that great? We're starting to move now. We're going to start mining here very quickly. Then I eventually will have to, when I get ready to cut the next 500 trees, I'm gonna start over there. Or I might work my way up the side of the mountain, because now there's no specific spot. Now we just clear out where we can clear out. You know what I mean? I might come down on a field and make one more field, so that we have 2 fields. Because I thought about that afterwards, but this thing is going to go super fast. Look at the inside of this. It's great. I just cut this wide enough to get through it, which is what we need. The 11-mile-an-hour one might take a while. You can see how far it is. It's quite a drive. So yeah, let's Lisa. Even though that's 11 goes 11 miles an hour, I don't want to take like 6 years to get here. That's funny. That's me hitting the gas, stopping. Okay, we're about ready to take a left at Albuquerque. Sound like someone jackhammering. Hence Jake brake. Makes sense. This little truck is a nice pack. Seriously gorgeous pack. Super realistic too. Right here. I got to terraform this because look what it is. The ground is crazy. I mean, we're just driving over it now because it's still just the logging road, shall we say. But you see, like, even though, like, I was talking about this earlier, even though, like, there's giant hills, there's sections that are really very flat. Look, I mean, you could make a field goes all the way back to the farm, and you don't even have to do those. But what I want to do is get the trees cut off these and like try to terraform it flat. That's what I want to try to do. At least the mountain part of it, at least the hill part of it. Because I don't know where I'm going to park this bad boy. Alright, we'll go right there. Alright, shut that. Why won't it let me get the cover off that other one? Oh. Yeah, because I don't want to drive that. Alright, so now we're going to... We might just buy it, because I do have a truck that's really cheap. Really cheap. It's like really cheap, like this one here, look. It's only $23,000, and it's still 260 horsepower. It's pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to keep that. Climatizer. Oh, yeah, you want air conditioning on it? Yeah, why not? Okay. Fancy color. Oh, I guess you can just go black or... Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. I like it. Like it. Like it. Like it. Watch this. Oh, I can't do anything with that one. Fender. Let's see. Let's see. Is there a fender section? We want this. Yeah, there we go. All right, we just went ahead and bought that anyways, and then we'll have it, and then we'll get rid of it after we're done with it. So let's get the cheapy one here, because we don't need a big one. Well, I'm getting a few vehicles here. Let's see what this looks like inside. Oh, you see the little turn signal? Huh. Nice. Nice truck. Let's see how good she is like in the cab. And we'll have this for taking various pieces of equipment. If we want to, we can now take the Treks out a little more realistically. All right. This little truck is kind of neat. Forgot it was turned that way. Does it work? Oh, look at that. Yep. I've been finding pretty cool mods lately. And like I said, this is all you really need. And we'll grab out some loads of stone, bring it back. Maybe we'll get two loads today. That'll be about 80,000. And then we'll start just chipping away at that. We don't have to go over there every day, but it would be nice to just keep doing the lime. What I like about this truck is it's modded after my own heart. If you know what I mean. So it doesn't take off fast. It doesn't at all. It goes very slow. And it says 74, but I don't know if I've ever had it to 74. I think I've had it to 40. But it takes so long to get here that this thing would be great for bales. Could fit a bunch of bales on there. Always are left at Albuquerque. See how long this takes? This is quite a long haul. But in real life, it would take you probably half a day to get out here. Farm Sim is always sped up with everything. Kind of neat. I like in the distance. It looks like the yellow brick road. There's some boxing match on over in my living room. I just kind of peeked over at it. I don't know who's boxing. Not paying attention. I'm with you guys. With you guys. With you guys. Yeah, I see I've had it at 42 and it's pegged. Might eventually get another mile an hour, but yeah, we're going to have to definitely widen this out because I might get stuck here. Not too bad. Sorry. I itch on my nose. That's what happens when you wear glasses. All the sweat and everything just runs right under your nose. What an amazing, nice little truck, though. It's not very big, it's not very powerful, but she gets the job done. She's getting us here. Oh yeah, see how bad that is? Alright, we're going to keep this off the road. Sounds like a real truck. don't need this to be running. Well, we own that truck, like I said, now, and we'll be able to use it at our discretion for anything we want. Moving stuff around. Now, I want to see something because I can't get that cover off of this. I wonder if I can get the cover off. Like, take it off. Alright, wheel set up. No, you can't. It's got to be a way to... Let's see. That's that. Jake brake off. Close cover. Huh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that. I can't get the cover off. There it is. Figured it out. I knew it. I was like, there's got to be a way. All right, let's dig into this. Okay. Is it because I don't own it? I'll bet you it's because I don't own it. How much is that piece of property now? Whew. Wow. Well, it looks like we're not going to be mining because we don't own it. I want to try something. See if it's just the mine. It might be the mine. We're just doing this. Just turn your head, everybody. Yep. Okay. It's because I don't own it. All right. So we gotta wait. We gotta wait a bit. Let's see if we can get off. Let's see what this would do when I jump off this. It's a pretty nice tractor. Anyways, we own the stuff. It's over here. It's all right. Let's go back to our farm and we'll cut some trees for the next 8 minutes. So I got to buy that. So the next piece of property is, what did I say it was? It is right. Yeah, are we on the line? Yeah, I think it's going to cost me $477. All right. You know what? We can also work on getting that. You see, this is why I like the tractor. We can, since we're like in the middle here, like almost done, we can work on widening this out. See if we can get 100 trees real quick. Oh. I like how it makes the tree dropping sound. See, now you know why this is quicker. Because I don't... The other way I would... My chainsaw, I absolutely can cut trees down fast, but I still got to go pick them up, and this gives me my wood chips, period. And it holds up 1,000,000 liters more than the Trex. Yeah, we'll just start widening this and work our way down the bench. Especially if you want to hear the tree cracking sound all the time. I think it's cathartic when I do it. I get to the point where I don't even like noticing it. Or it might be because I'm listening to music, one of the two. What did we do for trees already? 15. See what I mean? It's not even like you're trying. And this is the most relaxing way to logging. Now, this road is going to be absolutely epic when we're done. Because I want to do something like put the guardrails from Yukon Valley in here maybe around them. And you just get into a nice rhythm where it literally cuts them and go. Cut it and go, cut it and go. I actually had a guy that I knew in real life that actually was a tree cutter. And he said that they do make equipment out there that will trip whole trees up. But it won't do these big massive ones like this. It'll do like saplings and stuff like that. And it kind of looks like our Trex. From what he told me is it really looks like... It looks like this in real life. That's what they make, and they actually chip up. But like I said, it doesn't do massive like trees and stuff. It does like saplings. It'll do up to like a 6-inch tree or something like that. These are probably 10, 14 inches around. These are like logs. And he was telling me stories. Like I said, he operated a tree saw in real life, and he would say some of the stories on some of the hills and the mountainsides that they cut down and cut trees on. Absolutely crazy. All right, so this is nice and wide here, so now we can go up a little farther. Kind of move a little bit. You know, I have a tendency to go over wide. I was really shocked that that little baby truck pulled that all the way over there. It's pretty cool. About 4 minutes left. Whoops, that rhythm was messed up. It's got the rhythm of the night. I think it's Rhythm of the Night, the name of that song. Not quite sure. All right. Now let's wrap that up here. And where are we at? 41 trees. Did pretty good so far. All right, let's get back to our farm and see where we are at. Right there. All right, guys and gals, we just made it to the end of episode 13, and we'll say our goodbyes here in a minute. It took about 3 minutes. When we get enough for the chickens, which I do believe is next month, don't quote me on that because I'm not quite sure, but as soon as they get up, then I'll sell them all, and we'll buy 800 chickens. Same thing with the sheep. They're next month or whatever. And when we come back, everybody, I'm going to start off camera. I'm going to finish I'm not going to finish the road because the stuff's already over there. I'm going to start right here and start clearing the trees off the farm this way and working our way down here and possibly make a second sorghum field right in like here, just enough to where we have at least a double field. So on that note, guys, we did it. Episode number 13 in the books. Let's go. When we come back for episode 14, it will be, I'll get through August, and I'll play through September. It will be October 1st. It'll be winter. We'll be into our short months again. But I'm going to do 500 trees with the Brooks off camera, and you guys will see. It'll be from right here, and you guys will see where 500 goes in. We'll plow that in. We'll make it another field. By then, this one will be ready to harvest, and we can harvest that on camera. So, all right, we got to go. All right, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Please enjoy the night, the day, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you guys right back here on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Enjoy the rest of your start of your work week. If you're out there working and you're hustling to make money, be safe, be happy, and let's keep spreading the positivity, guys. I know that's Big Ace saying, and I know that's his. I have to give him credit where credit is due, but he's 100% right. Let's do it. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here in about 25 seconds, and we will get on the way. See how there's lots of flat spots, too? It really is. Lots and lots and lots, and we may put another field in here because I'll have the grass fields for when we need them. We don't need them right now. We just put 590,000 liters in here total. We could just keep making fields. We'll see what happens. As long as I get my 500 trees done, that's all that matters. All right, everyone. I will catch you guys on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week.